There will come a time where the focal point is not other people in your story. He's going to flip it to where he says, I'm writing somebody else's story and I need you to play a part. That means you don't get to be the lead. That means he frees you from self-centeredness where every conversation is centered on you. You are not the sun in which everything rotates and axis around you. So the roles in somebody else's life are not predetermined. I know you would like to play the role of savior in somebody's life. You would like to have the Messianic complex, where again, you are the redeemer in the story. I redeemed them in their story. But unfortunately, the role of the religious leader is still open in somebody's story. The role of the lip service Peter is still open in somebody's story. Lord forbid, the blend in with the crowd and just yell what everybody else is yelling is still open to somebody. Judas is still open in somebody's story, which means you have to willfully participate to say, I don't want those roles. I want the role of Jesus in their story, which means I'm not Jesus in their life, but I'm the one that is a reflection of Jesus in their life. And as a believer, at some point, you got to say, Lord, forgive me for every time I was a Peter in somebody's story, a Judas in somebody's story, a religious leader in somebody's story. Forgive me for every time somebody was trying to hang in there and I was mocking them. I know you would never say that, just in your quiet time. Because at some point as a believer, you got to say, no. Who is the Jesus role? Because I'll play the role of his love. I'll play the role of his compassion. At some point, we got to start playing the role of his mercy in somebody's life. We got to start playing the role of his miracle in somebody's life. How long have you been dealing with that? Silver and gold I do not have, but Jesus I have. Somebody's got to play the role of his power. Somebody's got to play the role of it. How would they know that Jesus forgives if you don't play that role? Tomorrow when you go into work, that role is open and God is saying, I'm not going to force you to play it, but if you are willing to yield to me, to be used by me, I will use you to represent me in their life. Because when this thing is all said and done, you want to be saying, Lord, I chose the right role.